Is college overrated? Shout out to Gillie, who posed this question. I first saw this when I was on Instagram. Gillie posed the question, is college overrated? And then by the end of the video, he basically went on to say that college is overrated from his perspective. I have to say something because I don't think college is overrated. Y'all know y'all looking at a college graduate, right? I graduated from LSU, and now y'all looking at a college professor. I teach at Tufts University, the intersection of hip hop and social change. For me to act like college is overrated, I would be doing a disservice to all of the great experiences I've had in college. Now, what I have seen is that, listen, college does not guarantee anything for you. You still have to network in life. You still have to get a skill set that you're going to be prepared to actually use when you get out of college. It's not just like this automatic thing of like, okay, I went to college, so bam, everything is automatically set for me. It does give you options though. So Gillie spoke about an example where he saw somebody who went to college for 6 years and who graduated, but their boss at their job didn't go to college. Well, he didn't go into detail about what type of job that was or, give enough details to where we know the dynamics of how that worked. But there's always exceptions to that rule. That's like saying that somebody shouldn't rap because most people who rap don't make it. Y'all know that, right? Y'all know that 99% of people who rap will never make it in the rap game. But Gillie made it in the rap game. I've made it in the rap game. And we know a ton of other people who have made it, although the odds are still very, very, very slim that you'll make it in the rap game. I don't think that college is overrated. I think that people might have the wrong idea about what to expect from college. First of all, the best way to approach college is in a manner that you will be able to get all of it paid for from either scholarships, best case scenario, grants, or if you have to take out loans, then loans can pay for college, right? But obviously you want to get scholarships first and foremost, and then you want to see if there's any grants available to you. You just gotta approach college with a strategy. If you're going to college and you're not majoring in something that you truly love, then that's like saying, I'm gonna go dedicate 4 years of my life to something that I don't even care about. And I think that after those 4 years, I'm going to enjoy working for the next 40 years doing that same thing that I didn't enjoy while I was in school. That's a setup for failure right there. So I want people to know that and understand that. When I saw Gillie say this just now, I was like, from the outside looking in, you might hear the horror stories that people give about their college experience, Yo, is there not a horror story for everything in life? There's horror stories for people who didn't go to college. There's horror stories for people who got married. There's horror stories from people who didn't get married. There's horror stories from just anything, from having a car with no roof. And I'm sure people got horror stories about, I got caught up in the rain in that type of car and that was just messed up. There's horror stories from people who haven't had cars and who are like, man, I just give anything just to have any type of car. So I do believe that with Gillie having a big platform and saying that college is overrated, that could mislead people to thinking like, if Gillie said this, then it must be some truth to it. And the actual truth is that college is not for everybody, but college is definitely for a lot of people. And it's all about what you do with that experience. The networking, the people you will meet in college who are also on their own life path and life journey to ascend and do great things in this world, that's priceless. You can't put a dollar amount on that. I don't really keep in touch with that many people from my high school. I'm still cool with, everybody. There's no problems with people. But it means a lot when I think like, dang, my college friends, that's people who I actually to this day, I can hit up and I feel like, oh yeah, because of that bond we formed in college, like we still rock on that type of level where we could talk to this day. And it's all love. It's all good. And they are doing great things. They are leading organizations. They got their own law firms at this point. They are doing amazing, impactful stuff in the world. And we friends because we met in college. They met Dee-1 when Dee-1 was just Deezy in college at LSU, just trying to figure it out, rapping for the first time, trying to make some type of noise on campus, handing out mixtapes. You feel me? Like that's a real amazing position. Like people who y'all know because they in the NFL and they been in the NBA, people who y'all know from that, I know them from, man, we had a accounting class together, or we had black history class together, or a science class. You feel me? Like that's priceless experiences, man. So I'm not sure if the people who are watching this video have gone to college or not. If you haven't gone to college, then I'm sure you can still attest to being successful in life. But shout out to all my people who not just went to college, but graduated from college. Because it's definitely about finishing the job. And as public figures, we got to watch what we're saying. We got to watch what we're saying when we got these big platforms. When we make these bold statements about stuff that could easily impact how somebody feels about it, because a lot of people do not do their research. They look to celebrities and they look to public figures to kind of be opinion leaders on different topics. And that's something that we got to think about. Like, dang, at first I saw that Gillie, he posed it as a question. He was like, is college overrated? But then by the end of his video, the video was no longer than a minute and a half. By the end of his video, he was saying that college is overrated. So it turned from a question into a statement. And that's a big difference. When you asking people, is college overrated? And people are able to chime in versus saying college is overrated. And I don't even think he went to college. I think that, I believe that he gave this answer. I could be wrong. You could correct me if I'm wrong, anybody. But I believe that he gave this answer based on a story that he experienced where one of his people went to college for 6 years, but then they got a job and the person who was their boss didn't go to college. So just based on that, you're going to say like college is overrated? Like, nah, I'm just here to tell everybody college is not overrated. College is what you make it. Ooh, that's a bar right there. College is not overrated, but college is what you make it. That's a big bar right there, because that's exactly what it is. You gotta network. You gotta work hard when you're in school to make the right moves, to acquire the right skills, to know how to set yourself apart. But that's in anything in life. You don't have to have a college degree to be a rapper, but guess what? You got to network and you got to work on your skills to make sure that you are dope enough to set yourself apart. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. College is not for everybody, but it's for a lot of people. And we shouldn't just automatically think that we are like nah, that ain't our thing just cause we black or cause we come from the hood or something. That college, that ain't our thing. Like, nah, that whole institution wasn't made for us. We shouldn't think like that. And we shouldn't have imposter syndrome when it comes to the idea of going to college. We absolutely should not feel like that's just a place that we don't belong. We shouldn't have that mentality. Y'all know when I started my fellowship at Harvard University, this is about a year and a half ago, I had a little bit of imposter syndrome. I talk about that on my new album, From the Hood to Harvard. I have a song called Imposter Syndrome. So I know what it was like to be there and to be questioning, like, dang, am I smart enough to be here? You know, I know what that feeling is like. But guess how long that feeling lasted? That feeling lasted for about 2 days. That's all. When I first landed and I got to Harvard, I had imposter syndrome. Oh, am I smart enough to be out here around these people? Like, how are they going to be? How's this going to be? It took about 2 days for me to just start having some conversations, seeing other people that were there and being like, I'm definitely smart enough to be here. I definitely belong here. Ain't no way in the world I don't. Ain't no way in the world I don't. Matter of fact, I add something unique to this place that I see that is missing. I add my authenticity and I add my life experiences and my intellect and my flavor to this place. And that makes for a better university overall. So it's a difference between having some imposter syndrome temporarily versus having so much of it that we flip it from imposter syndrome to acting like, hey, that ain't even valuable at all. Like college ain't even something that we need. That ain't how that goes. It doesn't work like that. We should go into colleges with the mindset that this university is going to be better because of our presence there. And the university has a whole lot of knowledge and a whole lot of wisdom and resources that we can pull from it. And a whole lot of people that we can connect with and pull from as well. So I just wanted to get on here and tell y'all that, once again, I'm a proud college graduate, and I wouldn't trade that experience for anything. I'm so thankful. So shout out to LSU. Shout out to all my people who I went to college with. Shout out to Tufts University, where I'm now college professor, Professor Dee-1. Shout out to Harvard University, where I'm a fellow. You heard me? A college that everyone feels like, whoa, Harvard? But like, yeah. And I took it from the hood to Harvard, straight up, being myself the whole time. So I know it's possible. And shout out to Gillie for even bringing this conversation up. But in him bringing it up as a question at first, when I saw that his question turned into making an assertion and saying that college was overrated, I'm just like, all right, now I feel a need to say something. So that's all that is, yo. College is not overrated, but college is what you make it. Peace and love. Y'all be cool. Check out my new album, From the Hood to Harvard, available right now on my website, Dee1music.com, D-E-E, the number 1 music.com. This video is being recorded at the end of 2023. So y'all know, I know some of y'all gonna see this in 2024, but y'all know that we about to turn up in 2024 because the lines have been drawn in the sand and the music industry needs to know and understand that, hey, the righteous will not be silent. The righteous will not be tricked out of doing God's work in an effort to fit in with people or to be accepted. We shifting away from the negative, toxic hip hop, and we making sure that we can be real, righteous, and relevant and feel good about that. But we need the fans. In order for artists to have that courage to do that, we need the fans to show up and to support as well. Because that's going to allow artists to have the courage to make that switch over. And if people don't want to make that switch over, well, we just drawing the line in the sand. We don't hate you, but we just acknowledging that that's where you at with it. You know what I mean? And for those people who want you to stay in a certain category that they want to put you in, I see somebody in the comments said, stay in Christian rap. I'm sorry. I'm already in places that you probably feel I shouldn't be. I'm sorry. I'm on media outlets. I'm doing songs with. I'm at a college campus teaching. And I'm in the churches. And I'm in the colleges. And I'm in the clubs. And I'm in the prisons. And I'm being the same person the whole time. Repping for God. Glorifying God. Pushing God's word. And being dope at it. To the point where it's undeniable. To the point where it's like, we can't put this man in no box. He just dope. So I'm sorry. Sorry if you want me to stay in your box. Super sorry for you. I'm not sorry because I apologize for what I'm doing. I'm saying I'm sorry for you because you know you're gonna be upset because I'm not where you want me to be. But that's not what my life should be revolved around. You feel me? So y'all be cool. Once again, y'all have an amazing new year. If I don't see y'all before the new year, I will definitely YouTube, I will definitely be tapping in all 2024. All 2024. I'm launching my new podcast. YouTube, y'all getting every episode. Yo, thank you for the love. Thank you for all the subscribers on here. I think we got like 150-something thousand, might be 160-something thousand subscribers. Thank you all for all of that love, yo. That's amazing. That is amazing. And that's why I gotta meet y'all halfway. Y'all showing me love. Continue to share this. You can share this video. You can share my page. Like this. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And let's keep getting them numbers to go up on the subscriptions, on just the people viewing. And I'll be here for y'all. I'm here, all right? Thank y'all, man. Before I get out of here, I do want everybody to know something. That my album, From the Hood to Harvard, we just hit a very, very big goal that I had for it today that I wanted to hit before the end of, oh, shout out to you, Michael. You just subbed, you just subscribed. If anybody's not subscribed, make sure y'all subscribe, yo. But I had this huge goal that I wanted to hit for how many people went and got my album, From the Hood to Harvard, directly from me, from my website, and we hit that goal today. So it felt like I went independently platinum today. Like, it's amazing. So, yeah, thank y'all. God bless y'all, all right? See y'all again soon. Peace.